Hi, Esther. This is Susan. My husband transitioned 6.5 years ago, and I am still living in the home that we shared, raised our children in. And it was all, I have some physical limitations. The home was also built to accommodate that. However, I've been concerned about keeping it going financially, which is stressful, and also feeling like I've changed a lot of things, painted walls, emptied out all the furniture, but I'm still feeling like there's something nudging me to go and sell it. And I'm always looking for signs, and I vacillate even when I get very close to it. And I'm just asking for your wisdom and take on this question as far as should I sell the house and move on and go forward, or should I stay here and just be
You're combining two very important things that we've been talking about already here today: gravitational pull and path of least resistance. So let's chew on this for a little bit. It's natural that the gravitational pull of staying in the house would be strong. Memories, convenience, as you say, it's equipped for some of the physical limitations that you have. Your inner being is calling you in a very strong way, as is your dearly not so departed husband, to release yourself from the gravitational pull of the house into something freer. So it's very clear to us that the path of least resistance is to let yourself find something that is more compatible with everything that is now, rather than holding to the beliefs and patterns that the house activates. So this is another good opportunity to think about the cluttered thoughts of the house. In other words, you've changed it a lot. There's memories in it. It accommodates your physicality. It's expensive. You can go this way and that way and 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 this way and that way. But there's one question that will get you to that general thought that we're encouraging you to. One question that will clarify your point of attraction faster than any other. What feels the best? Where do I want to be? Which end of the stick am I making the decision from? If you're making the decision to leave because it costs too much, you're not out of the gravitational pull. If you're making the decision to not leave because there are things about the house that are accommodating you physically, that's from the negative end of the stick. So what's the feeling that you're reaching for? The feeling of something new, a new experience, new exposure to new things, more free-flowing. And let's lay over this conversation as we're asking you to find the feeling. Let's lay over it. Which of the gravitational pulls is the strongest? That of your inner being, who knows your well-being, who knows everything that you've ever asked for, who stands in the knowing of that, calling cooperative components to that with a power, or the feeling of what I should do. So stay with us, because we've caused confusion in you and some who are listening. But stay with us. Sometimes when you think of selling, and going somewhere else. You're doing it from the not good feeling end of the stick. Sometimes when you think of staying, you're doing it from the not feeling good end of the stick. In other words, you can be in a state of resistance no matter which choice you're making. That's what we mean by trying to think of it subject by subject. Just scrambles it, causes chaos and confusion in your frequency. But when you isolate how you want to feel, what does a home feel like? Where do I want to be is about how do I want to feel. I like feeling order and organized. I like feeling in balance. I like feeling well-being. I like feeling homecoming. I like the feeling of inviting. The air, the atmosphere, the view, the look, all induce those feelings. But how do I want to feel? I want to feel glad to be here. I want to be happy that I am here, wherever it is, here or the new place. You see what we're getting at? Find the feeling place of it. Esther has home and offices in Texas. And she's in California now. She likes being here. But there are things about home that are calling her. Family is there. Staff is there. Properties are there. Esther spent quite a bit of time sorting to decide, where do I want to be right now? Where do I want to be? What feels? What feels? Well, there are lots of things that feel really good about either place. Lots of compelling things that make her have scattered energy. Making a decision and lining up with it is the best thing that you can do for yourself. And when you make a decision that you already have given to your inner being to make, and your inner being has made that decision, and you go to what feels good, then things really begin to roll for you. And so, for Esther, she thought, there are so many things, it's really sort of equal. People I like here, people I like there, things I can do here, things that I can do there. And then she thought, how do I want to feel? So she played a game. She went, in her mind, she went off to some city, doing a seminar with so many of you. And she flew back into San Diego in her mind. And she stepped out of the airport into the atmosphere. And she felt what that feels like here, this time of year in San Diego. And then she did the same thing. She stepped out of the airport in San Antonio. It's 104 degrees, high humidity. Now, those seem like facts, and they are. But they're also feelings. In other words, there are things that just are bigger reasons, is a bigger path of lesser resistance. So many times you do what you should do, or what you think you need to do, or what you think others think you should do. It's a really rare human who does what feels best for you. You got to figure that out. And it's a changing thing, isn't it? The path of least resistance moves around a lot. Factors make it change. There's no giant right and wrong about anything. It's in this moment, what is my path of least resistance or my path of most allowance? And it is always path of least resistance, path of most allowance. It's always where your inner being is calling you to. Calling you to, for you. Not for someone else, for you. Calling you to, for you.